Asmus from Canada. New young referee on the rise. And Japan through Sakai will start the game. The wind, and you've been out there, Carl, walking around the stadium. There's a good crowd actually downstairs too.
Oh, there's a great crowd, not only sitting in the stands, but going around the concourse here. And that wind you spoke about, Willie, which will be into the face of this Japanese team in the first half, is very, very strong down there at pitch side. So it's very deceptive. The ball will be kicked nice and high, and I'll go back to the Japanese as long as it goes to 10. A lot of these teams adapting already to the conditions.
Motomura, Soejima, and also Kano are the 3 try scorers for the Japanese, so they have crossed the line here, yet to get a victory. And now we just await the officials. So one of the match officials didn't have a flag for the in-goal area, and so they've just taken that to him now, and now we're ready to go.
Great. Time on, please.
Katsuyuki Sakai gets us underway, the first quarter-final of the Champions Trophy. Good competition, this too. They start again. They might not have won any games earlier, but now it's a whole new equation. They win here, they continue to battle away, and they'll go over some silverware as well. Baptiste Mazoué gets them over the advantage line. Perez tries to get it, but he held on too long.
Yozawa, the captain, get over the top and contested that ball. They should have slowed it down here. The Japanese team. Already the physicality of the French side coming to the fore. Great lift at the kickoff to take that restart from this French team. Unfortunately, they couldn't take full advantage.
Well, Damien Corona is an old teammate of yours in the New Zealand Sevens team, Carl, and he's the new coach here. So what would he be saying to this team? They haven't had too much success on the tour thus far.
I think he's been dying for some experience to come back. He's had a lot of young players, predominantly from the second division for this Japanese team. And with the likes of Sakai, Soejima makes such a difference.
Goya gets it out to Sakai, had the overlap there if he could have released it, but he couldn't. They go in and try and steal it. Good work from Lagarde.
A lot of young players also in this French side. Lagarde is one of them as well, and jersey number 2. Was brilliant in their first game, doing good work like that over the ball. You can see a lot of the players too, well, he got their knees wrapped because of the artificial turf here. And the burns that you do get from elbows as well are heavily strapped from a lot of the players. Another thing they have to adapt to, the long sleeves are in effect as well.
The new look French strip is very impressive. 2023, the hashtag there. Saw the French women, similar shirts, and now Perez with the line out throw. A good field position right on the halfway. They go to the front, it's taken by Lajal. Moved along the line, they take it to the line, and now real good acceleration here. Lagarde breaks through the tackle and scores the first try for France. Some pretty ineffective tackling from the Japanese, but don't take anything away from the try scorer.
Well, he's the one that got the turnover to get them this opportunity in the first place with the turnover. But like the timing of this pass on the outside was Icardi. He hits his winger in stride. And Alexander Lagarde, he's a great option, only a young man, but a good change up to the experienced Julien Candon, who comes off the bench. Candon a lot more experience, obviously, a lot shorter in stature, but Lagarde very tall and wiry.
20 years old, and there's the pass just to get him on the outside. The sweeper comes across, and that's not good defense really from the Japanese. Great start for France.
What I like about this French team, though, they're using it as a developmental tool, a la Vakatawa, who now plays for the French top team, gone on to play test football.
Steven Perez with the high restart. France get up and compete. Stats show that 92% of the teams that win the kickoff score next, and here goes Perez inside the 22. The big bump off keeps the ball alive. France playing with some real razzle-dazzles. Japan down to just 6 players, and now they go on the attack. Lagarde, beautiful pass left to right. Here comes the second try. Bastien Béranger gets the second right from the kickoff. And this is the French side that we've been waiting to see.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be this drop of the shoulder right on Goya, who hits the turf. He gets his head on the wrong side. This guy eats up a lot of space. He's got some skill, this young man. Lagarde right on the chest of Benajal and the two young men for France getting the first 2 tries. What a start.
This is just what we've expected from France when they, well, you've played them on a number of occasions, Galtanano, and so you know that when they're confident, they're such a difficult side.
Oh, when they've got their tails up when they're in this mood, you're right, Willie, they're very tough to bring back because they've always had skill, great passes of the ball, great manipulators of space. You can see that even their body shape, they know they should have done better. They should be contesting for another trophy, not to be, but it's not going to stop them still putting on performances like this first 3 minutes.
3 remain, 12-0, and they're now just taking some precautions with one of the Japanese players that got his head in the wrong position, and so player welfare is everything for World Rugby.
Goya is the player that's down for the Japanese team. Just making sure the neck and head area is fine. He's got his extremities moving, his legs are moving, his arms are moving. So they're just going to be overcautious, which is the best thing to do.
Japan, who last year finished 4th at the Olympic Games, they beat New Zealand, which was a real highlight for them, and then they just continued with that momentum. A lot of new players now called in here. It's going to be difficult for them through the season to remain a core side team.
Well, Willie, both of us have played in Japan, and we know the calibre of players that are over there. I just wish that the Japanese rugby and the companies are probably more so as which keep some of these top players at home. We'll release them for the likes of the Japanese Sevens team because they could be anything. They could be a very, very good side. It's great to see Goya up on about. He's a tough kid.
That is great news for all the fans. They want him to go and get the concussion test as well. So now it's a matter of switching the mind back on for this French side.
Okay, perfect.
Small delay in the game, but that's great. Great work from the medical team.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see with that little break what the French team come out with. Will they still have that momentum? Will the Japanese reset, be able to restart this game and try and get a score up?
Frédéric Pomeral, the man that was on screen there, the French coach, has remained very loyal to a number of these players over the last couple of years. There you can see Thierry Janacek, the older, more experienced former French coach.
And both of them love a blow up at half-time. Very passionate.
They are passionate. It's gone to 10 metres, and once again, it is Legel that gets up and claims possession ahead of Sojima. Sojima now with the counter ruck. Inigo runs across and then he gets driven backwards, but they've still got possession. Paredes has the ball. They hit back towards the left-hand flank. Good strong run there by one of the French players. It's cleared and they've got some space out to the right. There, Inigo gives it to the try scorer in Lage. Not enough pace to get on the outside here of Sakai, but they have kept possession inside the Japanese 22. They go. Beautiful ball movement from the French team. Prepared to take the ball to the line, draws in 2 defenders and then places the ball. Quickly it is recycled. Baptiste Mazoué, one way and then the other. They should score here, France, and they will. Lage grabs a double. It is beautiful sevens rugby. And the Japanese must be asking how many players are on the field for France.
Yeah, they've gone side to side to side, and it was on that third occasion that they finally break the defence, and they come from a nice offload from Icardi, the second one for his winger. Watch him here engage the defence, goes halfway through a hole, turns the defence inside out, gives the late pass to the young man, Alexander Regard. Got a bit of style about him too, the young kid. Look at him.
I'm trying to work out what that sign may have meant. I've only just learned what FOMO means, mate, so I wouldn't have a clue.
Well, the thing that's been so impressive so far and probably suits the French team, the scouting report, anytime you play Japan, is to test them physically. And I think that's what the French team are doing. They're putting the ball into space, into holes, and shifting the ball either pre-contact or post-contact. They're able to get these little passes away in space.
21 passes to Japan's 2. It pretty much tells the story of the first half. 1 tackle the French have had to make compared to Japan's 10. Now they get some possession. Sojima from the kickoff. Big and strong is Sojima into Sakai. Beautiful pass. Great response. Japan scored their first. From the kickoff, Sojima did his job, and a lovely pass. 40th try for Sakai in the series.
Well, a bit of skill from the kicker from Soijima, going down this near side of the field. Good timing of the pass, right on the chest. The two experienced players of this Japanese team get them back in it. And Sakai says,
It's inside.
arigato.
Yes, it is.
3 tries to 1. And that's lovely play, Carl.
Well, beautiful to see Soijima back in this Japan setup. And then Sakai coming up the middle of the park, realising that there was defence coming across. What a reply. Japan back in it.
Well, we mentioned the side that dominates the kickoff usually scores next, and that has been the case on
For this French team, and he is going to make an immediate impact. I can give you the drum.
He is fit. There's a different team as we get underway in the second half. Quarter-final of the Champions Trophy. Soijima wins it but knocks it forward, and so France will get first possession here. How important is the practice of those kickoffs? Because we saw Borohua there, immediate impact you mentioned, he put it right on the money.
Such a luxury. You spoke about the numbers when you do retain your restarts.
Let's go, please.
Scoring points off that is such a luxury. Fiji have been the benchmark over the last couple of years, and all the teams have really put a lot of work into that. It's such a skill in the game of sevens to be able to do that.
Borohua gets the ball, and now they look to get it out wide to the double try scorer. Lakat takes it into the contact, and then quickly Inigo fires a bullet back to where Borohua is back in the pocket there, back in the sweeper's position. Another pass out to Legel. Legel will go into contact. Hard working forward is Jonathan Legel. Again, the ball movement's been good from the French team. That's not one of the better passes, but Inigo, in fact it's Aikari in jersey number 9, just goes over to secure possession. The counter ruck comes in from the Japanese. Borohua has to come running in to play halfback. Quickly it's recycled. Berenguer does well, gets it out to Baptiste Mazoué, so the two big forwards working in tandem down that left-hand flank.
Quicker.
You get the penalty.
Yeah, Soijima done for not rolling away. I thought they were unlucky here. Japan, they nullified that French attack. You can see they're trying to use their big men on the edge, like Logel, like Mazoué, to try and get over the advantage line and then spread it out quickly to the dual try scorer, Lagarde, who I think is going to be a star in this game, just looking at him.
Time off, please.
I love this Champions Trophy, Carl. It means that the next few games have a lot more importance, and there are valuable points for these teams that are struggling in the table.
Well, you need something to play for, and I think it's a great system that they've brought up top 8, and then the second 8. It's still some silverware points on offer, and passes completed. Total domination by France.
11-1. That is the domination that France have had in this game. The card won't go any further. Throws the big wide pass back to Legel. Patrols the middle of the park, goes down Main Street. Gets tackled, he gets isolated. What does the referee say? Holding on, no clear release. Everything going the way of the French at the moment.
No one was ready to take the tap. Put it down. Put it down.
Very firm in his decision, the Canadian referee, Chris Asmus, said, hey dude, put it down.
Desu. Remember, these teams will play tomorrow as well, Willie, so they also give the French or the Japanese, whoever wins this one, an opportunity, as we said, to challenge for the trophy. But this is a big moment in this game, I think. If Japan are able to hold the French team out, they're still well within reach. If the French are able to push it out, well, I think it's going to be a bridge too far.
Great kick there from Barak. Legel gets up, wins the ball, and now Borohua clears it. Here is Barak. Steps off the right, comes back towards the left, looking for the support of the forwards, and the referee says they were offside, the Japanese, and so more problems here. They haven't touched the ball, the Japanese, in the last 3 minutes.
Offside.
I'd like to see the referee play a bit more advantage here. The French team actually had momentum. They had the Japanese defence under a lot of pressure. Now the Japanese are able to reset. The French are going to have to fight them one-on-one.
And here's Jean-Pascal Barak. Brings in one of the big forwards. Too big and strong. Lovely line from Aikari. And he deserves it. He's been the architect and the assistant in so many of the tries. His 26th in his career.
Yeah, well, he's given 2. Set up 2 tries for his winger. He gets one himself. Just a little bit of manipulation in the midfield. You go left, come back to right. The dummy to go on the outside, and just the strength again, engaging it and using his power. Was Aikari.
Ryota Kano with the missed tackle, the man from the Meiji University. And he is one of the young brigade that they have, and they'll learn from this. Where's your try scorer, Jeremy Aikari, contracted to the French Sevens. Union, the 28-year-old, made his debut on the Gold Coast in 2013, so plenty of experience from Aikari. And this is the type of performance we saw from France yesterday in their opener against Wales, where they won 33-7.
I suppose in terms of the coach, Frederick Pomerol, he wants to get that consistency within his team's performance, because he knows they can, if they play like this, they can challenge any team.
Well, that's gone 10, and Candelon batters it back into the midfield. Everything going the way of the French. Lagarde gets it out to there, and Soijima tries to put on a shot on Barak. Barak staying strong and gets over the advantage line. Another penalty.
I think they've been hard done by on a number of occasions. I think that's the third that the Japanese been over the ball, haven't got the rub of the green. The French have.
Well, here come the French again. It's a French revolution here in Las Vegas. Lovely pass as well from left to right, and just now the power coming in. Another player, Velou, Sacha Velou, on in jersey number 11, and let's see what magic the Japanese can give now. They've done a lot of defending. This first real chance with ball in hand, and it's gone forward.
Yeah, Sakai there, just using the line. There's the gauge, and the 10-metre went forward from there. Here's Sakai. Look at that dotted line. Ball's received after that, so yeah, there's a mile forward. Good call.
It's exhausting if you're chasing players for 6.5 minutes or 6 minutes, and that's pretty much what Japan have done. They've been penalised heavily in the second half. They've hardly had any possession, and passes are now 47-6.
It's going to be over the 50 mark, I think, after this scrum set piece. Look for Teddy Brawa. He's gone into the first 5 role.
Bind.
Japan have made 18 tackles to France's 1. Again, it's Brawa, gets back and claims the ball. Barak. Strong again. Japan look interested in the counter ruck. And finally, referee finds his right arm.
Leave it.
Japan want to get on with it. Quickly, they move it to the flank, and that's pretty much been the story of the second day. And one of their players now.
Advantage over.
Collision there by 2 of the players, Soijima and Ozawa. And Ozawa is down. France have possession. Now Borahua, lovely strong run initially just to take it forward, and now Barak. The kick and chase, if it stays in, he'll score, but he'll be beaten by the dead ball line.
There was heavy contact in the middle of the field. I think Ozawa, as you said, well, he's still down. Took a shoulder from Soijima. He gets up. Captain Ozawa comes in to effect the tackle. He's the one that comes down low, just dips as the French player. Oh, that is right around the chops. That is sore. Bit of friendly fire.
Hey.
But he's up there. The captain, another tough boy.
That's why in our game, mouth guards are compulsory. And no malice in that. You never want to tackle one of your own players, but they're just looking to be aggressive. Both players coming down at the same time too.
I think Matomi was the one from the French team that was coming. He ducked his head.
Time on, please.
There's an opportunity for this Japan team to try and get some confidence, try and find a score here within the second half.
Set.
Let's see if they can score their second try. Japan, they've got the players and they've got the pace. More importantly, they've got possession. Sakai holds. That's a lovely loop around. Now coming back on the cut is Nakano. Sakai. One pass, they look to try and get it out wide. Good read from Velou, who comes up, and now Soijima wanted to throw the miracle ball. It's gone forward, but the tackle was high.
Fight back.
Good interplay though from this Japanese team on the far edge of the field. They took it to the winger. Nice interplay, and then they shifted the ball nicely. Shojima unfortunately couldn't get the ball away. Right idea though. And they're going to come over to the assistant referee. Just for a head
So
high or
I've seen
something.
number 3 from France with a high tackle above the shoulder.
Yeah, Mazoue, I think it is, from France. Is going to be highlighted. Probably going to get a sit down.
Won't change the decision here. Same penalty. Sakai wants to get on with it. Set piece where he takes it to the line, then throws a nice ball out and gets the ball back in the sweep position, wide out to where Sojima patrols the right-hand flank. Sojima on Barak, the offload. And another penalty here, and the double blast means someone's going to the bin.
Deliberate knockdown.
Deliberate knockdown, I think it is. Jean-Baptiste Mazoue. They go on with it. Sakai, all that experience back to Sojima, the two that worked the try for Japan. They've got numbers here, Japan. They run across now, coming back on the angle. They should be able to score their second. Breaks away, and he's going to get their Nakano. Good finish for the Japanese.
Well, playing after the bell, numerical advantage by the Japanese is shown when they do have possession, when they do have ball. They can really test any defence. You see the nice late drop off from the replacement Hashino. Good footwork as well. Good strong run by Masahiro and Nakano, and they deserve that.
Too little, too late for the Brave Blossoms. And France got off to a flying start, and they couldn't be caught. Full time in this match. France 24, Japan 14.